Ah, Lady Luck.
Le numéro gagnant, le 9, rouge, impair et manque. 9, red. Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please.
Look out below.
Le numéro gagnant, le 9, rouge, impair et manque. 9, red.
This is an outrage. I bet on number 2. Why didn't it come up number 2?
Ah, monsieur, je suis vraiment désolé. I do not pick the winners. These things are all controlled by the man upstairs.
Well, please tell the man upstairs that Police Chief Bogan was very upset when he left. And when he returns later this evening, he would prefer to have better luck.
Oui, monsieur. Bonsoir. I will definitely tell him. Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît.
Manny, the police chief walked through and I tried playing a song for him, and he yelled at me.
Oh, don't sweat it, Mano. He's just mad because he lost at the tables.
Isn't he always supposed to win so he keeps liking us and never raids us?
He wouldn't raid us. It's a holiday. Quiet night, huh, carnal?
Day of the Dead ain't good for business, Chief. But last night, remember last night, Manny? Oh,
What's that you're playing?
Oh, this is just a little, love song for a special lady.
Sing a little bit of that song, why don't you?
Well, I only have this part. Bone wagon.
I like it. You think she'll come in tonight?
Who, my special lady?
No, Meche.
You know what, Manny? I think she will. I got a feeling tonight's the night.
You know, when we leave, I'm actually gonna miss this place.
Aw, Manny, why can't we just stay here? We got our fancy club, we got 3 squares a day. Max lets me take the bone wagon out on his kitty track once a week. Plus, we look good in these clothes.
Gladys, I can't live in this world forever. It's not where I belong. I've gotta find Meche and help her. Because if it weren't for me, she'd have been on that train a year ago.
Okay, Manny.
Well, I'll let you get back to practicing.
I don't need to practice, man. I'm good.
Le numéro gagnant, le 35.
Mind if I sit down, Charlie?
Of course not, Manny. I mean, it is your club, right?
Right. So what are you doing in it? Didn't I tell you not to come back until you can pay your bar tab?
Oh, or they kicked me out of that cat track for printing fake betting stubs. So now I have to come here, Manny, which I love.
How did you print fake betting stubs?
With this. Isn't she beautiful? The last time I was incarcerated, I shared a cell with the most dishonest con man I ever met. He was strictly small time, and I managed to steal this from him quite easily.
Thanks. You never know when this may come in handy.
Hey, give that back to me, Manny.
Maybe once you settle your bar tab, eh, Charlie?
Oh, Manny.
What else can you counterfeit?
Nothing. Anything.
So can you make passports?
Manny, you still think like a living man in so many ways. No soul needs a passport. We are all citizens of the same nation, and our king rides a pale horse.
So no passports.
No, that little hologram is so tricky, you know?
How about driver's licenses?
Sure. Just, give me a recent picture, $50 in, about 2 weeks, okay?
When I think of something I need, I'll come back.
I'm not a wishing well, Manny.
Why aren't you over at the roulette tables?
The roulette is for lonely widows and Frenchmen. Why don't you get some slot machines, Manny? Everybody, old women, little children, they all love slot machines. And I have a system, an infallible system for beating them.
I'll think about it.
I can tell when you're just humoring me, you know?
I think slot machines attract an undesirable element.
Oh, well, we're all undesirable, Manny.
Yeah, but your credit's no good to boot. All my friends are lonely widows and Frenchmen.
Except me, Manny. I'm here to keep you sane.
Tell me your system, Charlie.
I can't tell you my secrets, just this. You have to become one with the bandit, Manny. You have to get inside the machine and make it want to pay.
On second thought, stay away from my roulette tables. That's a nice suit. Where'd you steal it?
Manny, if you learn to play the odds like Chowchilla Charlie, then maybe you too can have a suit this fine someday.
Well, I've got a club to run, so...
Oh yes, please, Manny. Get on with your glamorous life.
Le numéro gagnant, le 24, noir, Pérépas, 24, black. Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets.
Everything okay down here?
What happened to Monsieur Bogan's lucky streak?
It ran out.
Well, so did he.
Not while they're losing.
Le numéro gagnant, le 28, noir, Pérépas, 28, black.
Evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny. I have to tell you about my new organizational system for the coats.
Think she'll come in tonight?
Manny, you ask me that every night. What am I supposed to say?
Well, you could be a little more encouraging.
I just hate seeing you get your expectations up every night like that.
I'm not giving up on her.
Hey, I don't want you to give up on Mercedes. Just have more realistic expectations, that's all.
Let's try that again, shall we? Think she'll come in tonight?
Could be, Manny. Just hang in there.
Thank you. It's my fault she's out in the woods alone, you know.
If you say so, Manny.
Bogan looked mad when he left?
Yeah, what happened?
Hey, we all run out of luck eventually.
Careful, Manny, or you're gonna get us shut down.
How's the flow tonight?
We're dead tonight, Manny. Everybody's back home for the Day of the Dead, I guess. Except for the casino. The casino's hopping. Why is it that all the people who don't go home are the same people who just love to gamble?
Well, I guess when you've got nothing to go home to, you've got nothing to lose.
Hey, we should put that over the door.
Everything okay back in the land of fur and fedoras?
Everything's in order. It's beautiful. I can't wait for people to come in and try the new system. It's so cool. Want to hear about it?
Okay, tell me all the details about your new coat check system.
Yay! Okay, I found all these plastic tiles in the back, left over from the automat, and guess what? They all have numbers on them. So what I'm doing is, I give one to everyone who checks a code in and... Manny, you're not even listening to me. I go to all this work organizing your coats, and you don't even care.
Lupe.
Forget it. Don't pretend to care.
No, I want to hear.
Hup. Oh, I'll tell someone else about it. Someone who cares.
Please, tell me all about your new coat check system, really.
Don't patronize me, Cal.
Okay, back to work.
Okay.
Meche?
Manny, help me. I've been lost for so long. Why didn't you look for me?
I did. You ran off. Why?
Because you said I was no good. I've been all alone in the world for a whole year. And it's all because of you!
This gonna be an annual thing with you, Manny? Every Day of the Dead, you toss your bones into the drink and I fish 'em out?
I don't plan to be around that long, Velasco. As soon as I find out where that ocean liner's going, I'm after it.
Ho ho! That ship's going to Puerto Zapato. That's the other side of the world. Ain't no ships going out that way but the old Limbo here, but...
But nothing. If the Limbo's my only hope, then I'm already on board.
Well, good luck, son. That's all I got to say.
Here, let me help you with that.
Ah, there's some things a man's got to do for himself.
All right, so I'm ready to sail.
On what?
On the Limbo, man. Let's go.
Manny, the Limbo's not a passenger ship. She's small cargo, son. And every hand on board works.
I'll work.
What are your skills?
Sales and restaurant management.
Oh, hey, there is one opening on the Limbo's crew.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's in the engine room. And your buddy Glottis would be perfect for it, but he'd have to get his own tools.
Okay, if I could Glottis some tools, can we board?
He can, yes. No offense, Manny, but there's just no place for you aboard the Limbo. She's fully manned already. In fact, her whole crew's on board, ready to sail at dawn. Except for that one guy.
Who's the one guy who hasn't boarded yet?
Yeah, well, Seaman Naranja's a little late, but he'll be here before they sail.
What job did Naranja have?
He ran the galley.
Aha! Restaurant management.
Yeah, it's similar to what you're doing now. Except the fish is fresher on the Limbo.
What if Naranja doesn't show up? I can fill his spot, right?
Manny, you're not even in the Maritime Union.
I know that, and you know that, but we're two guys who can keep secrets, right?
Glottis is exempt, but the captain will ask for your card. And if you don't have one, they'll serve you to the sharks like chum. And what's worse, I'll get fined. It's a tough union, boy, and I don't mess with them.
So let me get this straight. If I get Glottis some tools,
then I can get him a job on the Limbo.
And if Seaman Naranja doesn't show up for work,
but he will,
and I get a Maritime Union card,
which you'll never get,
then I can sail on the Limbo in the morning.
Jeez. I guess so.
What kind of tools does Glottis need?
Authentic CB equipment only.
Where do I get authentic CB equipment?
Why don't you ask a CB? Afraid of getting stung?
Where do you think Naranja is?
Probably home selecting recipes for the trip.
What's going on in that bottle? A tugboat?
This happens to be a perfect scale replica of the SS Lumbago. I'm just having a little trouble getting the walking beam to fit in the neck here.
That's funny, because a lumbago is usually more of a problem in the lower back than the neck.
Yeah,
Nothing. I'd better go finish packing.
Aye, you do that, son.
I've tried. Only Gladys can get these doors open. There it is. Max's giant cat racetrack. How's a regular guy with 3 roulette tables supposed to compete with that? Looks like it hurts.
Whoop! I need that. You need to hold still, or I need to strap you down.
Looks like it hurts. It's empty.
Hey, shut door. You slowed down my grinder. Very painful. Very painful, eh, Naranja? Like torture.
Hola, Toro. ¿Cómo estás?
Not now, Manny. I'm in the middle of something with Naranja here. I told you, Calavera, not now.
Hi, what's your name?
But don't you see? When the government fades away, so will our troubles.
Ah, nonsense. We will always need some armed force to fight off the return of capitalism.
That sort of fascist thinking is as dead as you are, comrade. When we get rid of all the guns, that's when people will begin to self-police, and the public opinion alone will keep them from committing crimes.
Hola, trust funders.
Hey, look who's making the scene. It's Manny Calavera, the up, the down, the backside of the nouveau riche. Beat it, dinner jacket. We're talking about things you wouldn't understand, like truth and beauty.
Hi, what's your name? Testing? Testing. All right! Who's ready to rock and roll? Maybe later then, okay? Good evening. I like to read a poem. Woman, I am not dead. Ashes to ashes. Oneness. Meaning? Or is it? Myself. Myself. I am your failure. Break the mirror with your silence. For what purpose? Confuse yourselves. Painkiller. Pain. Killer. Can you see what I'm smelling? Scooby-Dah. Dig this real. Do it. My teeth. A single calcified tear. It lingers. Can you hear me saying nothing? The end. Gracias. Muchísimas gracias. Hey, can I borrow this book?
Why? So you can freak out our plans for organizing labor and go rat us out to your pal, Chief Bogan?
Hey, I'm just looking for something to read on the can, all right?
No dice, Cummerbund.
So, what did you think of the poem?
I liked it. It was sad and beautiful, like my mother.
I despised it. It was too short. Said nothing to me, like my father.
I had no feelings about it. It was aloof and licked itself too much, like my cat, Mr. Trotsky.
Lola? What are you doing here? This crowd doesn't go much for souvenir pictures, except maybe of Lenin.
Shh! Manny, I'm on a stakeout. I'm gonna prove to Maximino once and for all that Olivia's no good for him.
Still hung up on Max, eh? Take my advice, Angel. Forget about him. He's a gambling racketeer.
Like you.
Oh, that hurts, baby.
Hey, shh! Here they come.
Come on, sugar. How about a kiss for the road?
Oh, ick. Don't let me down, Nick. You're a lawyer. You're not supposed to have feelings.
I don't, but I know a good tart when I see one. Hey! If Maximino sees that, we're going to end up in matching terracotta pots.
Don't be silly. He wouldn't hurt me. He loves me. Manny, at last we're alone. Tell me, how are the bourgeoisie?
Fine. How's Max?
Oh, Gramps, don't start.
What are you doing with a snake like Nick?
I'd lay it on you, Manny, but I don't think you'd get it.
Messing around with your boyfriend's lawyer is pretty dangerous.
Oh, maybe I was wrong. You do get it.
I'm a little worried about Lola.
That's because she's doomed, Manny. She fell in love with Maximino. That's the one mistake I never made.
You think Nick would hurt her?
Only if he finds her, and take it from me. He's not good at finding things.
Open mic night seems like a big hit.
It always takes those timid souls a while to get up the nerve.
Maybe it would help if you went up there and started things rolling.
Oh, Manny, read poetry in my own club? That would be like this whole place was just a big temple set up to worship me.
Oh, come.
Okay, woman, I am not dead. Ashes to ashes. Oneness. Meaning? Or is it myself? Myself. I am your failure. Break the mirror with your silence. For what purpose? Confuse yourselves. Painkiller. Painkiller. Can you see what I'm smelling? Scooby-Doo. Dig this real. Do it. My teeth. A single calcified tear. It lingers. Can you hear me saying nothing?
Hey, you stole my poem.
Consider it an homage.
A little dark in here, don't you think?
Dark and cold, like the hearts of men.
You know, I'm thinking of buying this place.
Really? I thought about buying yours for a while, but then I just decided to ask my boyfriend Max to buy it for me.
You can have it. I'm leaving town.
Manny, you sound so exciting all of a sudden. Why are you leaving town?
I'm chasing a woman I met once and can't forget.
Well, I have a poem I wrote just for you. Pay attention because it's pretty short. Here it goes.
Hey, how about another poem?
Okay. Alive. We slept. Life's just some rapid eye movement. In a warm, cozy bed. Buried. We wake. The flesh dream is over, Daddy. Now that we're all crazy dead.
That was great.
Yeah, but that's the last one.
Well, catch you later, hip chick.
Keep practicing that lingo, man. You'll get it.
Just a dab will drop you. Hey, man, you didn't see me put the secret ingredient in these coffin shooters, did you?
Relax. Olivia stole the recipe from me in the first place.
Yeah, she steals from the rich and gives to me to poor.
Let the waiter clean up after himself. Not to sound like a capitalist oppressor, but I have people who do that for me now. I'm not gonna drink dirty hookah water, and I can't carry it with my bare hands. I don't get the feeling those cleaning supplies are used much around here. I don't really need a bunch of cleaning supplies. As soon as I think of a use for stinky food waste, I'll give it a shot.
Hello?
No effect. Buenas noches, comrades.
Hey, Manny, no offense, but we don't have time for establishment types like yourself.
What makes you guys think I'm so establishment?
You smell like bacon and oppression, man.
¿Qué?